Hey folks! Today's video, I wanted to do a tier list of sorts. I have gathered 24 of the top makeup brands, at least ones that you can find in like Sephora and Ulta, like high-end ones, not indie ones, not like influencer brands, just like kind of the standard brands that we're gonna make a tier list out of, and I'm going to rank based on arbitrary things that are my opinions. So let's just get making this tier list. So we gotta call it makeup brands. These are brands. Add files. Wham, bam. Here we go. Now it's the fun part, to name the categories. So it's not gonna be like S through D tier. No, it's gonna be songs. The categories are going to be named after songs. So the top category, as in S tier, it is going to be My Life Would Suck Without You by Kelly Clarkson. Also, these are very hyperbolic, so please do not take this super seriously. It's like, my life would be fine without these, but like, you know, anyway. I really, she says 6 times? By Carly Rae Jepsen. One Thing by One Direction. One Thing. And this category is basically just gonna be like, I literally own like 1 or 2 things and that's it, and I don't know anything else about this brand. Like, oh, I own a thing, that's it. Like, it's not like I'm not brand loyal and I don't really have like thoughts otherwise about them. I just know that I have a thing from them. Deja Vu. As in the Eurobeat song. This is a category of brands that just do the same shit over and over again. They don't change it up. It's just the same thing. If I had $1 million from the Bare Naked Ladies. This category is just gonna be like expensive ass stuff. And then to add at least one more row, I had 7 written down. Yeah, let's do somebody that I used to know. Because this one is going to specifically be about brands that I used to love, and then they hurt me in one way or another. Oh, and then the last one. This one is Forever Young, which is another Eurobeat track from Initial D, because why not? And this category is just gonna be like brands that I feel very nostalgic about, but not necessarily like, I wouldn't buy now, but ones that I really do like have a soft spot in my heart for because of like history, you know, because of like my history with makeup. So some of these might actually like fit in different categories, but I'm gonna do my best. Okay, let's do this. Okie dokie. Oh, presentation mode? This is what I want. Yes, presentation mode. Cool. Okie dokie. First one, we have NARS. NARS could fit into so many different categories. NARS could go into Forever Young because it was one of the first brands I ever bought anything from, which was NARS Deep Throat Blush. You know? Urban Decay Naked Palette. No, it wasn't even the Naked Palette yet. I bought like a MAC lipstick and a NARS blush. That was like the first high-end things I bought. But I feel like as of late, it needs to go into Deja Vu because they just keep putting out orgasm stuff. That's the only thing they keep putting out. That's it. That's all they're putting out is just orgasm things. And it's getting very old. Like, come on, NARS. You can do better, okay? You can do better. Ah. Next we have Marc Jacobs. I don't have anything from them, and I feel like this fits in the if I had $1 million category because it's not necessarily the most exorbitantly priced, but it's still pretty expensive. But I think the only thing from Marc Jacobs Beauty I own is from like a Sephora gift thing. I don't know, like a birthday gift from years ago, but I don't own anything else from them otherwise. So next, ABH. This is obviously going into somebody that I used to know because I used to love them, as many people did. And then things happened. Norvina decided to, make business choices because of Mercury being in retrograde. Not paying makeup artists what they were worth, I feel like of all the brands, ABH is one of a couple that truly exemplify the somebody that I used to know. Yeah. Next is Natasha Denona. This also goes in If I Had $1 Million, because it's one of my biggest gripes with the brand, and what I talk about whenever I talk about it in anti-hauls is that it's too expensive and that I don't want to spend that much money on it. It's there, but I don't really know. I don't really want it. I don't need it. Okay, next. KVD Vegan Beauty. I think this needs to go in somebody that I used to know. Not necessarily because, the brand right now is something that I'm really against, because I am kind of rooting for them, but it's more somebody that I used to know in that, before I knew everything that I know about Kat Von D herself, I loved this brand. I loved her makeup, and I thought she was cool. But once I learned more things about her, I was like, oh, well, maybe not. Never mind. And then there was that period where I was like, oh, I still want to use these products, and I own one thing from them still, but it was a hard thing to come back from, and I hope that they keep at it. I just wish that they had handled the whole rebranding process just better, because it's so clunky. It's so clunky. It's so silly. Next, Glossier. What do I have from, I have more than what do I have from Glossier? I have some cheek things, some lip things. I have more than, am I missing a category? I'm going to put Glossier in If I Had $1 Million, just because if I did have no, where is it going to go? I'm putting it in one thing because I have things, more than one thing from Glossier, but of all the things, there's only two things that I really, really like. It's the cloud paint and then the lip gloss. And even then the lip gloss is it's lip gloss, it's fine. I look at the one thing category as not literally one thing, but I got just a couple things, and I don't really have much brand loyalty to Glossier, and I haven't bought anything from them since they had their pop-up shop in Seattle 2 years ago. Becca. I'm putting Becca in Forever Young just because Becca had one of the first highlighter formulas that I really, really fell in love with all those years ago. And I'll just feel nostalgic about Becca for a long time because of that, and because they're closing now. They're closing up, which reminds me, I'm going to be making a video talking about brands that have that no longer exist. So if you know of any that you remember and you want me to look into things and dig up stuff, let me know in the comments, because that is a video I am going to be doing very soon. But yeah, Becca, while it's not the first things I used, I very distinctly remember their highlighters being something that I was like, oh, this is what highlighter could look like. This is what I want my highlighter to look like. I will always feel nostalgic about Becca for that reason. Next, Benefit. Obviously. I feel like when I made this category, you're like, oh, you're going to put Benefit in that. All right, cool. That's it. It's nothing else. Oh, that is the perfect category for Benefit. Deja vu. I just been in this place before. Higher on the beat. Next might be the only brand that I'm going to put in My Life Would Suck Without You. Realistically, I was thinking, I was like, are there any other brands that really, really fit that category? As far as mainstream brands, no. I think there's plenty of indie brands that I could fit into that category, but Bare Minerals truly has been my go-to for foundation for so long, and it's been so trustworthy, it's been so trusty, it's been that is a brand that I have remained brand loyal just for the foundation for so long, and I cannot imagine not using it. So I really, 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 really like you, but My Life Would Suck Without You. Bare Minerals. Clinique. I feel like I am also missing a category. I'm gonna put Clinique in somebody that I used to know for slightly different reasons. One, I feel like every category is so vague. I'm following Sarah Hawkinson's tier list things where it's not a best to worst. It's just these are things I feel about these things. But Clinique was one of those brands that I used like at the beginning of using like high-end skincare and makeup, and like I had a lipstick, I had a cheek powder, I used a couple of their foundations, their eye primers, their mascaras. Oh, I might put that in Forever Young, actually. Yeah, I'm putting this one in Forever Young because their mascara, and just it makes me feel nostalgic because it was something that my grandmother used, something that my mom only uses. My mom doesn't ever wear makeup, and when she does, it's Clinique. So, Cover FX. I feel like I want to put Cover FX like in between these two because I'm putting it, I feel like everything I've tried from Cover FX, I really like. The setting spray, love it. Cover FX blush duos, magnificent. I really liked the concealer when I was using it. I've since kind of not really cared much for it lately, just because I switched to using the Oma concealer. Everything else I've used from them, I really like. I just don't own a lot of things, and I don't know much about them otherwise. I just know that the blush duos are great, and the friggin' setting spray is amazing. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. MAC. MAC is also going in Forever Young, mainly because I've talked about MAC so many times in my Makeup Archive series because it was one of those brands, like one of the first brands that was just truly ubiquitous in like the makeup community. Everybody was using MAC. Everybody were doing videos about their MAC lipstick collections, or like people were literally explaining what their skin tone was based on the MAC color code. Like, oh, I'm NC20. I'm not NC20. I have no idea what color I am in MAC foundations, but MAC was such a standard for so long that it again makes me feel nostalgic. I have so many damn lipsticks from MAC still. Too many. Next, Dior. If I had $1 million. I don't own anything from Dior, but they're way too fancy for me. I know that. I know they're too fancy for me. Too fancy. Too fancy. Urban Decay, I'm putting in somebody that I used to know because I used to love them. Like, I stopped using Urban Decay because the products weren't exciting me. They've just put out so many things. Like, I don't want to put it in Deja Vu because it's like, yeah, they put out a bunch of naked stuff, but like they didn't necessarily look the same. It was just, they were like beating a dead horse. They used to be so cool and edgy and like interesting and like cool, like slightly risque, like they had lickable body powder, like they were the cool girls. And then eventually they just became less cool, and now they're just not that cool anymore. Next, Fenty. I really, 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 really like you. Everything I've tried from Fenty, their lipsticks, their cheek powders, their highlighters, ooh, so wonderful. I love their highlighters. I like almost everything that they do, even though I don't own a ton of stuff from them, and I don't necessarily like the foundation when it came out. I was like, oh, that's not going to be my cup of tea because it's like too full coverage and too matte, but like I just appreciate Fenty for what they are. Milk makeup. That's going in one thing because I think I literally have one thing. God, I like how Glossier and Milk are both in the same category. Yeah, do I even own anything from Milk anymore? I think I might have decluttered everything. Yeah, Milk's gonna go there. There's like one thing that I still own, but I don't really pay that much attention to them, but I've liked what I've had. I just don't know what they're doing now and if it's really worth my time. So we're putting that one there. Okay, the next two are both going if I had $1 million. Pat McGrath and Viseart, because they're too expensive. I could technically put Viseart in the one thing category because I have one thing from Viseart. It has to go in if I had $1 million. Because if I did, like, there's so many different colors and so many different palettes. So, like, if I had that much money and if I was somebody who had, like, a much bigger disposable income and a bigger house, I would probably invest in multiples of these, but not right now. Hourglass is going in Deja Vu because they literally keep putting out the same shit and all of it is underwhelming and not inclusive. So Hourglass, Deja Vu. Stila is going in somebody that I used to know because they used to be one of the top brands. Like lip glosses. Remember the lip glosses? The little like pen lip gloss things. Oh, the Stila lip glosses were so good. And then the Glitter and Glow eyeshadows and their eyeshadow palettes. Oh, their eyeshadow palettes, their matte shadows were so good. And like Stila Kitten was iconic. But then they made so many weird choices and fell off so hard. Like so hard. And I don't even know what they're doing anymore. I don't even know. I'm like, what are they even up to these days? I have no idea. It's clearly not exciting. Too Faced. I feel like I'm missing a category of just like, get the fuck out. Wait, should I have added another category of just like Leave, Get Out by JoJo? Damn. I'll leave that here for now. Tarte is also going to be Deja Vu. Tarte puts out the same eyeshadow palettes so much. And they like recycle themes. They recycle formulas. Like Tarte literally got in trouble for trying to sell off like a new foundation with like the same ingredients, but it was just like slightly different order. It's like, what? You took an old foundation formula that wasn't selling well and then you remarketed it? No, that was a thing that they did. And all their eyeshadow palettes these days look exactly the same. So Deja Vu for you, Tarte. Bite Beauty. Now, Bite Beauty, I haven't tried any of their newer stuff besides the newer agave lip mask. And I do not like the agave lip mask, the newer formula. I much prefer the previous formula that had lanolin in it. And it's not the same. But the original formula and their matte lip crayon formula is like my favorite matte lip thing formula of all time. So I don't know if I want to put it in I really, 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 really like you or somebody that I used to know, because I don't know if the new lipstick formula, if they changed the lipstick formula. I'm putting it there because I'm still bitter about that freaking lip balm. It's so good. I'm still bitter. And then Yves Saint Laurent. That's going in if I had that's going in if I had $1 million. Like, when I say if I had $1 million, it's not necessarily that I would buy all of these things if I had $1 million. It's like, these are like ridiculous things that I would think, oh yeah, this is just something I could buy if I had $1 million like regularly. If you've ever heard that song by the Bare Naked Ladies, it's ridiculous, but it's a fun time. And Yves Saint Laurent is just expensive. Like, I've bought 2 lip products from them and then like a mascara. Was it Yves? Yeah, it was a mascara. It was like But yeah, Yves Saint Laurent was like one of my friends in college. She had a lot more money than I did. She lived a much fancier lifestyle than I did. And she would carry around this Yves Saint Laurent lipstick. And I just remember it feeling so fancy. I was like, oh my God, you're so much cooler than I am. Like, look at this fancy gold lipstick you have. Like, what the hell? So it just looks expensive and it looks fancy and it feels fancy because it's designer. So that's where that one's going. I'm leaving Too Faced out because I feel like I'm missing a category. Literally the last category would be Leave, Get Out by JoJo. Get out right now. It's the end of you and me. Remember that song? That song was a bop. JoJo deserved better. JoJo deserved so much better. Well, that's a complete. I mean, it is a list. Is it a all-encompassing cumulative list of all the things? No. I'll probably do this again. I'm using indie brands, or I'll get brands that you guys want me specifically to rank, which could be fun, which could include just like a bunch of things, whether they're like drugstore or indie brands or influencer brands. Ooh, we could do an influencer brand tier list. That could be fun. Come up with more songs, more categories. But I think this is pretty good. And I think it's a pretty good representation of my thoughts just about mainstream makeup. It's like, I feel kind of nostalgic about some of them, but like also some of them were kind of cool, but now they suck. And like most of them are too expensive these days. Like, you know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. This was fun. Let me know in the comments below if you're mad that I left out any specific brands. I'm sorry if I did. And if you agree or disagree. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. For today's song of the day, it is Leo by Eve, because I've been listening to Eve a lot. Oh my goodness. Somebody suggested that I listen to his record that came out last year called Smile. So good. Oh my gosh, I've listened to it nonstop. It kind of reminds me of like Icelandic rock, but like a little like dancier and stuff. I don't know, very into it, and I am a fan. I hope you have a good rest of your week. I hope you have a good day. I'm wearing and it's a Monday shirt on a Monday.
It's a Monday. I gotta do it one more time.
You know I'm doing good when I actually wear the Monday shirt on a friggin' Monday. So that never happens. Usually I wear this shirt on like Wednesdays or Fridays. I don't remember the last time I wore this shirt on a Monday, but you know, it's fine. If you are new here and would like to subscribe, hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell to get notified when I upload new things. And let me know in the comments below what other tier lists you want me to do in the future, because I like doing these. They're kind of fun. What other things could be fun categories? Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you're having a good week, and I will see you all in my next video.